In my career, I've always wondered, how do you capture images that are complete, that tell stories in and of themselves? Each of us as photographers, we jump into this and we think of everything from a very technical standpoint, and we spend a lot of our time fixating on the gear that we're using, on exactly how we're taking a particular shot, and we are missing the moments that are unfolding right in front of us, the moments that are actually truly powerful. So the story I have actually takes us back to China. This is where I asked my great uncle and great aunt, would you mind if I took your portrait? What happened afterwards was very interesting. So they're looking into the camera and they have that straight-faced kind of typical Asian portrait look. No smiles, no nothing, standing shoulder to shoulder, just looking straight into the camera, and I got that picture. I thought, that's great. In that moment, I thought of something cute. Knowing in Asian cultures, it's not typical that you have public displays of affection. So I called out my great uncle and great aunt, and I said to him in Chinese, because they don't speak English, said, Uncle, when was the last time you actually held your wife's hand? What happened then was something that I could never recreate, nor can any trick of lighting or cameras or any post-production do for you. But they looked in towards each other with a big smile on their face. Then both their eyes went down towards their hands as their hands are resting at their sides. And then Uncle went and reached for her hand and held her hand. And I sat there just clicking throughout the whole process, taking a picture of their hands as they embraced, taking a picture of them as they then looked back up and into the camera with these smiles on their faces, holding hands. Now, those of you that might be familiar with Chinese or Asian traditions know that this is not a typical portrait. So I took this photograph and this series of photographs and I actually showed their family. These two people are great-grandparents of multiple kids. Every one of them said virtually the same thing. I've never seen them do that. I've never seen them smile in a photograph, let alone hold hands. That doesn't happen. And each of them thought, I was the most amazing photographer ever, yet it had nothing to do with me. It had simply to do with reminding myself that this moment is one that will probably never happen again. Let me give them one directorial piece of information to help them know what this moment is, and to give them something to do that lets them forget about the camera entirely, and then simply document. Looking back, I don't think there was a specific goal that I had in mind other than just simply to take their picture. I had no idea the impact that it would have to the family until after I saw that. And I think it's almost presumptuous to think that something that you're gonna do is going to have that kind of impact. Instead, I like to go into these moments thinking that I wanna capture something that will tell their story and will help them to see themselves the way that somebody maybe outside their world does. So that was really the goal, and I got that picture, but what happened afterwards was kind of a lesson that I'd never end up forgetting.